Okay, so y'all know that I told y'all I was staying at a friend's, that I had to go to a friend's. You see all on my channel, people have been displacing me from place to place to place to place, and everybody know my situation, and ain't nobody really been holding me down. So long story short, dude started hating on me where I was at. Like, he was trying to have sex with me. I didn't want to have sex with him. And I know his mother heard me talking about that my situation, how they gave my son away as retaliation. And as soon as people kind of hear your situation or whatever, especially with mine, they hurry up and want me to leave, because they scary and just wicked. So the dude had tried to accuse me of taking $100 from him, and someone had given me some money, and I felt like he was trying to rob me. So I got my bag and I left that night, and then he told me, "Oh no, my bad, I gave the money to my sister, you didn't take nothing from me." And then the next day he ended up telling me I had to find somewhere else to go, but I already knew it's because motherfuckers want to see me doing bad, you know what I'm saying, so they could take advantage of my body, and I wasn't allowing him to do that. And then I have a situation about my child and my medical care and everything. Y'all know about the baby. And I haven't been disclosing the part about the baby to everybody that I've been around or whatever, because then they want to try to put me out and stuff like that. So I ended up coming to the mall, and I met a man at the mall, and the man saw me with my bag, and he asked me if I wanted to come home with him. I was like, no, you know what I'm saying? Then he bought me something to eat, and I told him, if I come there, I don't want to have no sex with you, blah, 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 and I don't want to be taken advantage of. I need somewhere to stay. If you're going to let me stay there, then just let me stay there. And so I didn't tell him my situation about everything. We talked briefly, like he know I have a son, but he don't know. I don't know if he knows, but I did not tell him personally about the situation with my son's father and the baby that I'm carrying. I didn't even go into details about it. So I ended up coming over here I stayed the night last night, and I stayed the night before that. So I think I've been over here for like a couple of days or whatever. And I did think I made a video since I've been here, and I think I said the white man attacked me. A white man attacked me and my baby. My baby daddy is white, and my son was 22 months old, and he was attacking us. And all these black people in America was over here trying to kill me and the baby that I'm carrying because I hurt the white man in self-defense who I have the children by, and they being racist. So when I started putting out a lot of evidence, I also told that I was having visions. They locked me in a jail cell trying to murder the baby that I'm carrying, and trying to erase all the evidence to my case. When I got out, they dropped the charges on me. No friends or family would help me. They was being racist and trying to kiss up to white people and trying to leave they pregnant family member, knowing I was abused by all these white people, leave me out on the streets after they starved me and the baby for 10 months in the jail. My family wouldn't even let me come in their home so that I could go to court and get my son back, and they let these people keep my son from me. And when I was in the jail, God was showing me that all my family was setting me up to be murdered back there because they knew that he was abusing me, and they knew that I was pregnant. And they knew that they should have came and got me out of that jail and not leave me back there with the Ku Klux Klan because I was pregnant, and they was back there denying me extra food, and my body started eating itself, and with the baby inside of me still growing. And they refused to give me extra trade. They refused to give me any prenatal vitamins. They refused to give us any extra snacks. And I ended up losing 50 pounds while pregnant with the baby instead of gaining weight. And I was skin and bones coming out of the cell with a small baby bump. And they was poisoning the food, poisoning my drinks while I was back there. They was trying to murder me in the cell. and I was calling my family and calling my dad and telling him what they was doing to me in the cell, and nobody came and bonded me out. People stopped answering my phone calls. They were trying to give me 100 years, and my child father was attacking me in my home and had just got out of jail, and he ran me out of my home with my little boy, and I have not seen my little boy. And when I was in the jail with them trying to kill me and people trying to act like they didn't want to help me while I was back there, I had visions from the Holy Spirit that the Cynthia O'Vera and Joseph O'Vera was child molesters, and those are my baby daddy's adopted parents. They're Cynthia is white, Caucasian female, older female. Joseph O'Vera is a Hispanic, older male. They never had my child. I always kept my child. I took care of my child. And it was something about the Illuminati and them being in the Illuminati and them being pedophiles, what I saw in the spirit, and that America was racist and that they didn't care that my child father was hurting me and my son, and that we were defending ourselves, that they felt like because he was a white male that he had the right to rape me and abuse me and my son, and that they were back there trying to cover it up because America was racist, and that the blacks already knew America was racist and that they were not going to stand up for me. Then I had visions of all these blacks that had been killed in America in facilities, and that black people knew and that they were helping, and that's why they was leaving me back there, letting them just do whatever to me. And so I posted that video and I told the truth about what I saw about Cynthia O'Vera and Joseph O'Vera, because at the scene I ran to a restaurant to get help, and my child father came in there. I had the baby in my arms, my little boy, and my child father had been abusing us over an 8-week period since he had been released from prison in my home. We contacted family, we contacted friends, we contacted the police, we contacted shelters, we contacted the Justice of Peace, we contacted the NAACP about some of the police harassment that we were going through because my son is mixed race. And there was nowhere that we could turn to. People just wanted to be evil to us because I have a child by a white man, including family, including all my friends, all of my family, all of my friends. All of these black people want to sit there and try to abuse me and leave me on the streets pregnant, going from place to place, and then they want to keep putting me out their houses like I did something wrong, causing me to have to go from place to place and trying to fight us and everything. And so I told the truth about Cynthia O'Vera and Joseph O'Vera, what I saw about them in the spirit, because when I was in the jail, I saw all of these people trying to molest my little baby boy, and he was only 22 months old, and I protected him. I always watched him. I always kept him in the house with me, and we'll go outside and play and stuff, but I didn't trust people with my son. And then when I was back there seeing people try to lie on my case and everything, that's when the Holy Spirit showed me the truth about Cynthia O'Vera and Joseph O'Vera, and they came in the spirit and told me they was witches and Satanists, and that their white son got hurt, and that they said that they would molest my little boy, and that they would make him do things to him at that very young age of only 22 months old, that people would be molesting him and doing stuff to him. They threatened to murder me and the boy. They threatened to dismember us. These are white devils. And here black people only thing they could try to do was give me drugs and lie about my pregnancy and try to kill the baby, because they sold out. And mainly a lot of black people was acting like they was just scared, like if we stand up for her, we know what they did, like they gonna start killing us and like that. But I'm not afraid of them. At the scene where my baby daddy was attacking me and my boy when we went to get help, I defended us, and the police told me to come outside with my hands up. Me and my baby boy both came outside. He was 22 months old. He was about to be 2, and he was walking. We both came outside with our hands up like this in front of the restaurant. And every time I start putting out the evidence, people start doing stuff to me in their houses. And I don't have anybody who I can trust. Everybody has done this. Everybody house who I have gone to and told the truth about what the KKK did to me and my son. They put us out. They try to fight us for the white people, including all my family and all of my friends. So they had us come outside with our hands up, and the police gave my son to Cynthia O'Vera. Austin, my baby daddy, Austin John Metter, is a convicted felon for assault, and he was assaulting me and my son, and they arrested me and gave my son to Cynthia O'Vera, Austin's adopted white mother. So Austin is white, but his mother, Cynthia O'Vera, is also white, but she's not his maternal mother. And the police gave my son to her at the scene. Cynthia was telling the police not to help me in my home when I was calling the police while Austin was attacking me, pregnant and bleeding in my home. Cynthia, white Caucasian female, let Austin steal my car, beat me up for my money in my car, and run to her house. And she called the police department and told the police not to help me. And Austin came back in the house and he kept attacking me and my son. And so they gave my baby to Cynthia. The police called Cynthia and arrested me at the scene where Austin was attacking me and my son in front of people. And they gave my baby to Cynthia. They took Austin to the hospital, and I haven't never seen my son again. While I was in the jail, they was coming to me in the spirit. They was poisoning my food in real life and starving me in real life, denying me medical care. I was pregnant in real life, lying on my case, trying to hide all the evidence, trying to murder me. And all of these people knew, and they was trying to lie and say he wasn't hitting her, he wasn't hitting the baby, she's not pregnant, and denying me the food. And they starved me. I'm pregnant. They starved me. And when I went into labor, they started spraying me with stuff and stopping the contractions. And they took me to the hospital and was refusing to do ultrasounds after a nurse had already done an ultrasound and confirmed my pregnancy. And they still took me to the hospital and denied it, and then brought me back into jail and kept starving me and spraying me with chemicals in the cell. And so, in the spirit, all these people was coming to me and they was telling me, excuse me, she said it'll be back on in a little bit. All of these people was coming to me in the spirit, and they was telling me that they were Satanists, and God came and God was like, he had to show me the truth about why people had been surrounding me and my son in our home. And even when my baby daddy was in prison, they were surrounding my house and doing witchcraft. And God told me, and they were trying to get me to denounce Jesus Christ in my apartment before my baby daddy got out, and they were trying to get me to denounce Jesus Christ in the jail. And God was like, they Satanists. And I seen all these family members that was doing the shit too, friends, like, you know, like, how could you turn on the Lord and then sit over here and try to make it seem like I'm lying about everything that I'm saying? Like, I don't have a reason to lie. So I released a couple of videos a couple of nights ago, and I told the truth. I said the only reason why they got me separated from my son is so they can sexually abuse us. They never gave me my baby. My sisters, my aunts, my uncles, my family, my friends, associates, people was supposed to come forward and say, okay, she's not guilty of the charges. You dropped the charges on her. She's pregnant. You didn't help her. But we're going to help her. And we're going to give her somewhere to stay. And when she go to that court date where y'all sued her for her baby while she was in that jail, y'all going to give her back her baby. But they wouldn't do it because they were Satanists. And they know that these white people are racist and they are pedophiles. And they selling me and my baby out to them folks. So I hope it was worth it. I hope y'all being able to live on this land in America was worth it, black people. I hope it was worth the life of Andrea Jones. No, I'm not going to kill myself. But I'm not going to sit around while everybody watch these injustices happen to me. And the time is going to come where I'm going to make a motherfucker do right by me. Even if that means I got to die about it. You going to give me my boy. We ain't your goddamn slaves, and you ain't going to be raping on us and lying about it. And to hell with my family. You look at my face, I said to hell with all of y'all, including you, Irma Marshall, my mother's mother. Fuck you. How dare you ask me and say to me, I didn't know you was gonna get your baby back. You knew I was raising that boy, and you knew he was abusing me and that boy. So all of y'all should have came together to help us, but y'all some goddamn witches. It shouldn't take that much time. You would have did it for Kiana. You would have did it for Michelle. You would have did it for Irma. But you never did nothing for me. And you never stood up for me when them girls was abusing me in your house. And the reason why I'm upset right now is because I feel like people just keep trying to pull bullshit on me. So I came here to this man's house, and I released a couple of videos and my phone shut down again. Y'all know my 2 LG phones shut down. One shut down a few months ago, probably a little before I met Marcus, and then the other one shut down. And it's like my phone keeps shutting down at times where I need my phone. So I had to go and buy another one. And I knew that I needed to buy another one because they're not going to silence me. When I came back from buying the phone, I came back to the man's house where he's letting me stay. He kind of asked me some weird questions, just like, talking about, I don't want nobody to use me or anything like that. And I'm like, he offered a place for me to stay. So don't try to flip it around on me like, because you want sex. No, to try to make it seem like I'm using somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't say anything, and then I accidentally looked at his phone, and I seen there was text messages between him and a woman, where he was showing the woman his penis, and she was an older, unattractive woman. And I was like, okay, I see what's going on. If he doesn't get sex from me within the next couple of days or few days, he's gonna probably ask me to leave. And he's an older man. I do not want to do anything with him on that note. If I genuinely wanted to do it, then that's different. So I went to get another phone, and when I got back here, he asked somebody to take me. They said they was going to take me, and then they never showed up, and they never called and said they wasn't going to show. So that made me feel like, damn, are y'all trying to keep me from having a phone? And so I went up there the man actually gave me the money for the phone, so I can't say he didn't want me to have one. So I went up to the Walmart to get my phone, and when I came back here, all the lights were on. I was about to finish my hair, finish getting myself together, and then I was about to just get my clothes, get everything together, to get myself together, because people want to have me out there looking so bad so they can talk about me and discredit me, because I'm dealing with Ku Klux Klan murderers, witches, covens. These people have my child, and my people would not stand up for me. My people was actually trying to fight me for the KKK, knowing that I'm pregnant, trying to murder me for the KKK, trying to keep me out on the streets for the KKK. So at the end of the day, I thank everybody that did help me, but I still have to expose the ones who didn't. And being that I'm dealing with this, I have to be able to expose what's going on. And so they want me out there looking all bad. So I come up in here and I want to heat up my food and everything. I can't eat with the lights off. There's no way for me to eat, and there's no way for me to get myself together. And then I have my phone, and I went in up there to look around, because he said he seen some people working on it. So I come out in the front of the house, look around. I don't see nobody working on anything. And this lady, his sister, was like, oh, the power is off all on this whole street. This happens all the time. And I know I'm Andrea Jones. I know that when I come into people's house, 9 times out of 10, somebody's going to be plotting on me, because God told me that almost the entire America is satanic at this point. There's not that many of us left when it comes to the numbers of those who actually really are righteous, who do believe in Jesus Christ and wouldn't just be setting people up and fucking them over. It's not that many of us left. So I was like, when the power gonna be back on? When the power gonna be back on? Like, and the power is off. So I gotta go sit in this hot ass room, you know what I'm saying, with no food and no power. And the lady had said to me when she saw me looking to see when the power was gonna get cut back on, the lady had, she was like, oh, this happened all the time. I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And I was just looking around or whatever. And I was like, I need to stay cautious, because anytime it's something put in the way to defeat me, when my auntie saw me go in the restroom and get myself together when I was down there, I used her curling irons and curled my wig and put my makeup on. They went and busted the light in her bathroom, thinking that was going to stop me from being able to go in there and get myself together, because y'all know I'm very beautiful, and these women are highly jealous of me, especially when I have myself together. And they want me to be looking crazy while I'm telling y'all the truth, that they are witches and pedophiles and murderers. They want me to be looking crazy, then have all these witches walking around who's molesting their own children looking good, and I'm not with that shit. So I went in the bathroom and I took a fucking brand new bulb and put it in there, like Satan is not finna defeat me. They have been doing everything to try to keep me from having anywhere to do my hair, bathe, trying to starve the baby bump. People have put stuff in the food, so right now I'm just making this video just to let y'all know where I am as far as like my situation, that this is an ongoing situation where black people know that I'm with child with this baby, and they just been kicking me out, and they're trying to make it seem like, oh, she need money. No, fuck that. This ain't about, oh, how much money I motherfucking got. This about the fucking KKK poisoning and starving me and my baby in the fucking jail cell, and y'all turning y'all fucking backs on me and leaving me on the fucking streets and trying to kill the baby. Trying to get down with these white people, trying to get up on these white people, trying to have money and trying to be able to live on this land, and don't know black men. These black men already know that's wrong. You black men, God said that his vengeance was going to come up against the black man. God didn't show me what he was going to do to these white men. God showed me that the white nurses that was lying about my pregnancy, that he was going to send them to hell, and that my enemies was going to hell, all of them. But God did not show, and they already know they're going to hell, and it's not just for hurting me, but it's because they denounce Jesus Christ and they serving Satan. So they going around hurting God's children and knowing that people is molesting kids, and they just acting normal, about the shit. And that's why I told the truth, that this is what America was built upon. They've been doing this shit, but they've been trying to make us believe that they stopped doing it. No, they did not stop doing it, because when you snatched my child from me and gave my baby to this old ass white woman and this old nasty ass Mexican man trying to make it seem like they could take better care of my child than me, while people out here trying to persecute me and keep me all on the street, starved and pregnant, to make it seem like these white folk were justified to have my child, that should let you know what's going on right there. If they trying to do all that shit to this lady because this white man was abusing her and her baby up in her house and she had to protect herself, that let you know that they Satanists. That let you know that they all pedophiles. That let you know that they all witches. That's why everybody trying to get me out their house when they see I'm releasing evidence, because when they bring me in that motherfucking house, it's always a fucking plot as to why they bring me in that motherfucker any fucking way. And I'm not sure what the fuck is going on, you know what I'm saying, because it's always something that's going to try to stop me from doing the things that I need to do, and then they want to have me on my social media looking all fucking crazy and shit, you know what I'm saying. So I don't think that it's a coincidence when I see all the hundreds of thousands of blacks trying to help these white people cover up my pregnancy and murder me and keep me outside on the streets. I don't put shit past no motherfucking body. Ain't no motherfucking reason why I shouldn't be able to get myself together. Ain't no reason why I shouldn't be able to heat up my food. You know what I'm saying? And then the lady said to me, she said, oh, well, that's crazy. She said, now you won't, she said, so you got a new phone? She said, now you won't even be able to charge it. So that made me feel like, hold on. Not to say that they own anything, but I haven't been making my videos around this dude because I didn't want him all up in the personal information, because people like to try me when they hear what I'm up against. You know, they try to turn into what they call Sambo. They try to come beast on you for the white people that you up against, and that's what they do. You know, I'm gonna go get some field nigga to come beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? Because you going against these white folk. Yeah, because my son is involved. And because I got a baby in me. And because he was attacking me in my house. And you ain't finna tell me because you white, you gonna come up in my motherfucking house attacking me and my babies. Fuck out of here. And that, y'all gonna give back my apartment, or the time gonna come where y'all gonna have to murk me. Because you not finna abuse me and then make me lose my shit and then tell me, oh, we gonna leave you on the streets for people to sexually abuse you until you can get a job and work several months to get your apartment back. Where people in the shelters over there staging stuff when they were supposed to help me get my apartment back. I am so disgusted with, man, I would spit on this camera just to show y'all how disgusted I am with black women and white women in America. That you would be that fucking ruthless, that you would be that fucking disgraceful, that you would be that fucking trifling to let a man come up in the house attacking a woman that's pregnant with her baby, and then you sit over there and try to snatch my home from me and then let my baby go to some people that's possibly molesting him. Then all these black women want to run around and then talk about your degree. And you want to run around and talk about what you own. Fuck your degree. Fuck what you own. I curse everything that pertains to your life. Every minister, every pastor. I don't want to hear shit y'all got to motherfucking say if you not on my side. Shout out to all the black women out there who got the Holy Spirit that's been warning me about the bullshit that they keep trying to pull, because they see it now. And shout out to my brothers out there that's speaking on the topics that I done told about. But y'all not gonna sit over there and talk about topics that I done told. People biting off of my videos, they stealing my songs, they doing all this old bullshit, but ain't nobody came out and said nothing about the Andrea Jones case, because everybody, blacks in America, is sold out. They gonna fuck with you, they gonna be cool with you until you say, okay, well, what about my medical care? What about my son? No, they wanna let it, I haven't even seen my son. So, one, I don't know if he alive. And if he is alive, I don't know what these people have been doing to him for 22 months old. Because you can brainwash a child at that point. And I will be the most ruthless woman that you will ever meet when it comes to Larissa and Shakina, my sisters. Because y'all should have took me in y'all house and told the truth that I was pregnant. And let me stay there until that court date to get my son. But y'all hoes is sold out. And y'all done let them do all this shit to y'all sister. And everybody know that all I've been doing from place to place is trying to get the information out about my children. I got love for my women of God. Y'all my real sisters. Y'all my real sisters. I'm talking about the ones who know about the witchcraft. I'm talking about the ones who know about the pedophilia. I'm talking about the ones who know about Satan. I'm talking about the ones who know that this white man kingdom is Satan's kingdom. I'm talking about the ones who know that black people gotta rise up. We a nation living in a nation of other people, and they just keep on oppressing us. And if we can't speak and encourage one another when we see injustices being done to one another, you're not gonna call yourself my sister or my family and then see these motherfuckers doing this shit to me and be jealous and turn your motherfucking head and act like you don't see what's going on. Shout out to my women who didn't hate on me, who encouraged me, who didn't talk about me, who didn't try to instill low self-esteem inside of me, knowing that people been abusing me. Shout out to all my real black women out there who can see what's going on and who been praying for me. Please don't sell your soul like the rest of them. Please, I beg y'all. Because if you really know anything about the devil, he done already came trying to get you to sell out too, or your time is coming. And we don't need no more sellouts, because I don't got no more family. I don't got no more friends. I don't even have a lover, because that's how many motherfuckers sold out. to Satan. That is just me and God. And now they got my son trying to either sacrifice him or raise him as a Satanist as well. And no, white people church is not no real fucking church. Because that picture of white Jesus, that ain't God. And they know that's blasphemy. Talking about Jehovah is Satan. They on my channel talking about Jehovah is Satan. Just stop with the blaspheming. Just stop disrespecting his name. Because everybody know that it was Jehovah that brought me this far. It was Jesus Christ that brought me this far. And no, I have not seen my son. I don't know if I will ever get to see my son, or if I'm going to lose my life before I get to see my child again with this baby inside of me. But at least I know who was on my side in this life. It was not my family. It was not my friends. It was not black people. It was God. He was the only one who was with me in that jail cell, telling the truth that I was pregnant and going against my family and saying that they shouldn't have left me back there, letting them people do that shit to me. And he was the one that said he was abusing her and her son. And she had all her own shit. So for all y'all to be running around talking about Andrea ain't got this, Andrea ain't got that, God said y'all was just mad because them white people was helping Andrea out. Andrea didn't have nobody to help her with nothing. And he said they didn't want to see her even have no help or support from no damn body. Not even the people who she got the baby by. I don't even really want to go into too many details about that. But one thing that I will say is that people is trying to stop me from putting out it. I couldn't even believe this shit. I was like, and then God had already let me know it's a possibility that, like, when they was trying to get me to denounce his name, God had said that to go ahead and let them kill me, but that I wouldn't be worshiping Satan with them. So I guess they done already tried, all my family, brothers and sisters and all that, and they done sold out. And then the funny thing is even after you done sold out to these white devils and all of that stuff, and you done sold your soul to Satan, like, Satan is white, real, the devil, he's white, for real. So when they talk about selling their soul, a lot of people don't understand what it really means. And so when you understand what it really means, that mean the white man gonna go around doing whatever the fuck he want, and they not gonna say shit. They not gonna say nothing. They even gonna pull little skits where they try to pretend like he not the devil, and they fighting against just a regular Caucasian. Nah, these motherfuckers is devils. They devils. They wouldn't have did all the shit that they did if they wasn't. And I been knew something was up with them. And when God finally told me the truth, I'm looking around at all these black people like, the fuck you mean you think you finna put me in some fucking grave and you finna put me in a jail cell for 100 years and this motherfucker attacking me and my boy, and God has already let me know. He let me know it's a possibility that I might have to go ahead and be killed by these whites and these blacks in America because I won't worship Satan. And he's white. He was a white man. And the devil was old blue-eyed devil. And I ain't worshiping them, and I'm not finna shut the fuck up about nothing that they did to me and my kids. And everybody that done left me, they done sold their souls already. They not gonna say nothing. Only time they gonna come out and say something is when they pull them little skits at them black rights movement where they all come out and try to pretend like they standing up for another black person that they all just blood sacrificed. That's what's going on. And I don't give a fuck about that shit because I know why they killing them folks. I don't know exactly why, but I know that everything is staged with these people. Everything is set up with these people. Korean gang, Sandra Bland was all speaking out against them when they got killed, but I'm speaking in the name of Jesus and Jehovah, and I probably will be next. Because it's only so much talking that I could do. It's only so much evidence that I could put out. It's only so much that I could take sitting around knowing what people trying to do to me and my children. So, God let me know that because I didn't want to sell out, that I would rather be killed. And he didn't say for sure that I would be killed, but he said, "Gon' kill me." He told me to tell them, "Gon' and kill me then." Because I'm not denouncing Jehovah. I'm not denouncing the one true living God for the beast of Revelations. While y'all all running around talking about all these names of these false gods y'all done made up, the beast of Revelation is full of blasphemous names. That's not his name. But then when you know the real God, and when you do know his name, they try to come and lie and say, "No, you don't. You don't know his name. No, you don't." Because that's what Satan tell them to do. And then they try to kill you. And God already let me know. Tell them, "Go ahead and kill me." I'm not denouncing Jehovah. And I'm not denouncing Jesus Christ. And I'm not worshiping you, Satan. So that when I say that, they let all the white people in America who are Satanists know. Because white people is God's creations. And they could choose to worship that God knowing that he not white. Or they could choose to get mad because he not white and choose to worship the devil instead, and he is white. And I seen a couple of good white people that were actually serving God knowing that he was not white. And a couple of them protected me because they knew what the rest of them was trying to do to me. And I thank God for y'all. It's hard to say that because I know I done said a lot of things that made me not trust any white people after what they did. But somebody have to stop them. Somebody have to stop these witches and Satanists in these hospitals that will not give me the medical care. And somebody have to stop these wicked satanic judges that gave my son away. And somebody have to make Cynthia O'Vera and Joseph O'Vera answer for my son. God said that she should never have tried to keep me from my son. I'm not talking to no witches. I'm not even gonna go. These witches have said so much stuff going back and forth, trying to cover up the shit that they done did. But I don't want to hear nothing they say. God said, don't even consort with them. Because the only thing they gonna fucking do is lie. That's all they gonna do. Well, she could have did this. Fuck you, Cynthia. I don't want to hear a fucking word come out your mouth. You're a witch. You're a witch. I don't consort with witches. God already told me 4 months after I got out the jail, I called her and I spoke to my son on the phone, and he sounded real fucking sad. Like he wanted me to come and get him. But Cynthia, a witch, over here trying to use the court system and being racist, trying to use her little white privilege, trying to keep me and my son from each other, trying to make it seem like I don't got no house when they done stole everything out of my fucking house anyway. It's just these people done did so much shit, and that's what they'll do. They'll just do a whole line of bullshit to your ass, stealing, robbing, beating up on you and your kids, doing all kind of shit, raping, and then sit over there and when you telling about it and you ain't got shit, oh, she don't got this, oh, she don't got that, and then they try to point the finger at your sin. Well, she do this and she do that. Fuck all of that. Let's talk about what this shit is about. He was abusing me and my son. And that shit ain't gonna go away. And you ain't gonna make me feel bad about protecting myself. And you ain't gonna retaliate against me by trying to have me on no motherfucking streets. And you ain't gonna retaliate against me by trying to take my son from me. His white ass shouldn't have came up in my motherfucking house attacking me and my boy. And somebody gonna have to make some motherfucking repercussions for that shit. And I don't even know what repercussions mean. Reciprocations, reparations, I don't give a fuck. Y'all gonna have to make this shit right. Or you gonna have to kill me. And I done seen enough bullshit out of y'all that I don't even want to live in this country with y'all if y'all think that y'all gonna sit up and persecute a black woman to death that is pregnant for protecting herself and her boy, then you gonna kill me then. And I'm gonna die in honor. And I'm gonna be happy to be killed. Because it was worth dying about. You coming up in my house attacking me and my boy because we black. Because he's mixed. And because I'm black.
What?
Nothing.
About something for you?
No, I'm all right. I was talking about my son. You know, I'll see. I'll come in a minute. So, see how awkward that is? Like, when I have to be around people and I'm talking about my boy, I've already came to the conclusion that they gonna have to kill me if they don't do right by me, because they don't want you to fight back. They don't want, and the lawyers, God already said these lawyers should have already been trying to represent Andrea when they had her in that cell and they knew she was in that jail like that. And he said, I represented her for free. And then I gave her money that child should have gave her to help her out when she got out the jail. So I don't even want to live on this continent with wicked people like this that will sit there and lie about a black woman being pregnant, that'll sit there and lie about a white man or any man of any ethnicity abusing a woman, that's going to sit there and lie on God and be over here killing black women, killing white women, killing children, molesting children. They out here doing this shit. And then run around with some fucking money. Bitch, I'm a savage. Do you see this shit? I'm a savage. I don't give a fuck about your motherfucking money. Because when you start messing with my kids and when you mess with my bloodline, you gonna have to kill me. And I don't want your money. You could take your dollar bill and burn that motherfucker. And I don't give a fuck about no cars. I don't give a fuck about life. Because I gave y'all enough time to do the right thing. I gave y'all enough time for several people to step in. Don't keep pointing the finger at me talking about, oh, she did this, she doing this. Nah, fuck that. I'm at the point where I'm saying I'm going to let these racist-ass white folk and these cooning-ass blacks kill me. For going out there to see what's going on with my son. And that's what I told Marcus. And I said, Marcus, my blood gonna be on y'all hands. If I gotta get killed for standing up for my little baby boy, he was 22 months old when they let old fat ass Joseph O'Vera and Cynthia O'Vera have my son.